Okay, moving on to our grand finale, we have Suntory Kakubin versus the Suntory Kakubin canned version. And again, we have this one here, 7%, and we're going to be making our own. David, what are you expecting?
I'm expecting a stronger Scotch taste, stronger alcohol taste.
Yeah, in my experience, the Suntory Kaku really shines through with its flavoring, even in a highball.
What I do really like about the Kaku can is it has the same patterned glass on the can.
That's right, yes. Yeah, so these... The can, okay.
Yeah. So the can has the same kind of design as the glass and the bottle.
Right, so the branding is very iconic.
And recently it has a sign on the back and it says, "Just add ice."
Let's pour the canned highball first and try to match the colors if we can. Already the coloring is very similar to the Tory's can.
It is, yeah.
Like glowing jewel color.
Yeah, so the colours are quite different. Can say this, part 2. So we tried to match the colour of the one we made to the can one. What I didn't expect was that actually the can one is quite close to the Tory's one. Yours looks quite close, I have to say, from where I can...
This one still looks more radioactive.
It does.
But
it's closer.
That's insane. Why does it glow like that? Look at that.
So are they adding some kind of preservative or something to increase the shelf life? And maybe that's why.
It's probably a preservative.
Cheers. Come back.
This one is definitely the tastiest.
It's good. Yeah.
Tastier than Suntory Red. Much tastier than the
Blend.
Rich Blend by Nika. Get that out of here. The great thing about Kaku, or here, Kaku Highball, or Kaku Whiskey, whether it's straight, neat, on the rocks, or even highball, it kind of retains the same flavor.
You get the same essence from it, regardless of how you drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very, what would you say, sturdy whiskey? Strong whiskey?
It's a very signature flavor too.
It holds up to however you drink it. So, yeah.
It's a scalable whiskey. It can be scaled.
It's the strongest tasting in a highball of all 4 we tried today. But it's also the best quality tasting.
It is, in my opinion. Take one more sip before we move on to the radioactive mystery.
Yeah, for quite a long time when I moved to Japan, there was always the choice of beam or kaku. And I always chose the beam because I thought it'd be... I could drink more of it than the kaku. Yeah, highball. But recently I moved away from the beam to the kaku.
I don't like Jim Beam.
I started drinking it more. So.
Jim Beam is too smoky.
But I was always a bourbon drinker before I moved to Japan.
I see.
I never drank Scotch.
I see.
The only time when I drank Scotch is if my father gave me a bottle or something. Someone gave me a bottle of it.
I see. I'm the opposite. So.
But in the last year I've started drinking Scotch more. And now I really like this.
Awesome.
Kaku, yeah.
Welcome to the light side. Oh yeah, you drink that Cuddy Sark too. That's a blended Scotch.
Oh, recently I like that. Yeah, Cuddy Sark.
It's pretty good. The thing about this Kakubin whiskey is compared to other whiskeys we tried, like the Torys or the Suntory Red, the Nikas. When I drink this one, it's a very nostalgic flavor to me.
Yeah.
Like it takes me back to like my first experiences drinking it. Whereas I don't have that same kind of like mental connection with the flavor of other whiskeys that we reviewed here. I'm not sure what that means, but
Although it's a Scottish whiskey taste, it tastes very Japanese to me.
again, the founder of Suntory was really trying to market towards Japanese tastes more so than create something legit to the source. Let's see the can.
It smells lighter. For me, it's lighter than the one we made.
It is, yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
Final test. It tastes like a watered down version.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, the core flavor is the same.
However, when I drink this can on the train, obviously there's no ice in it. So it's the ice watering it down. You know?
We poured it like, what, 5 minutes ago? And they recommend with ice, don't they?
They do, yeah.
Yeah, they recommend with ice.
I think it's because I'm so used to drinking this can straight out the can, which obviously is more hardcore than drinking it with ice in a glass.
Do you want to try it out of the can? Give me a little comparison. How does that compare?
Yeah, it's completely different. If you drink out of the can, drink it like this.
Really?
Yeah.
More, what?
Stronger. It tastes really good like this.
Do you think the core whiskey flavor is the same?
Almost same.
Really? So in that case, so this one, so the straight can versus our highball, are they essentially the same thing?
No, but I think they're closer than the Tories.
Okay.
And I think this is really nice with ice. Like, if you can't be bothered to make it yourself, this is quite a nice alternative. You're closer to making it yourself than you are with Tories.
That's a very good point.
It's a good quality can.
Yeah, the Tory's can tastes more like a...
Tastes more artificial.
Yeah, like a soda version or something.
But the Tories can is easier to drink out of the can than the Kaku.
I agree with you, yeah. The canned Kaku here is much more similar to the homemade highball. That said though, I still prefer the homemade.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
Yeah. Only because, you know, you can control the strength of it yourself.
Yeah.
You can go very light, you can go very strong. It's more cost effective.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's better to make it yourself, but if you want to replicate the taste of that, the can is closer for Kaku than the Tories.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, okay, let's say you're in a situation where you can't, you know, mix your own drinks, but you want to drink something like on the train.
You're like a businessman in a business hotel. And
yeah.
It's like a convenience store, a vending machine. Because actually, business hotels in Japan sell this in the vending machine. I've been to hotels where they have this in
me too,
in the hotel vending machine.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they have the ice, like you can get ice in a cup or something next to it.
Yeah, like
So
it's literally everywhere, like these two cans.
So that is a really great option if you want to drink like a Kaku highball. But you're not at home, you don't have a glass and you don't have the bottle and everything. Then
Yeah. What was the most surprising point for you today?
Of everything we drank?
Yeah. Like, for example, I was probably most surprised that this canned kaku and a legit kaku highball here are so similar to each other.
Yeah, for me, two things. Very similar. Point one, the canned Kaku is higher quality than I thought it was because I've only had it straight from the can. If you mix it with ice like this, it tastes closer to what you might get in a izakaya or a bar.
Right. I think the Torys was pretty much expected.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's nothing remarkable about Torys, really. It's not bad, it's just, it is what it is.
And canned highballs look scary when you pull them out.
Yeah, that too. Like, what the heck is going on? It's so...
Now it's died down a little bit, right? But the Tories did not. The Tories looked crazy all the way down.
What kind of color is that? Do you think it's the shape of the glass doing that?
Nope.
Like messing with the reflection?
No, because when you look at it directly in, it's the same.
Overall recommendation: whiskey and style, and your absolute least favorite.
Okay, so my recommendation is to buy a bottle of the Kakubin. Buy this, get some ice, get some soda, and make it yourself.
Alright.
If you can't get it, get the can and pour it into ice.
David's recommendation.
Yeah, worst thing was rich blend with soda. Surprise was I actually liked the red label with the soda. Like making it yourself with the red label.
The red label.
The Suntory red.
Oh yes.
It's actually not bad. So I would drink that at home.
Yeah.
Like I've had my pay is about 30% lower than I expected this month, so screw the Kaku. Get
the red
label. In the red, literally.
In the red this month. I mean, yeah, Suntory Kakubin is the all-around best in this price group.
Of course, yeah.
This, main brand budget price grouping. It tastes the same no matter how you drink it. Neat, on the rocks, highball. You'll always get that same flavor out of it. So that's my recommendation. Make it yourself if you can. Least favorite. The Rich Blend by Nika. Only in highball form. If you're drinking it straight, I actually recommend it. Yeah, because it does have a nice, interesting flavor to it.
It does, but it becomes weird when you mix it with water. So
yeah, it doesn't hold up. And my follow-up is actually the Black Nika Clear, like the really cheap one, highball form.
It's okay.
It's super easy to drink, and it's super refreshing, and it's cheap. Thank you very much for tuning in today. This is the conclusion of our whiskey mini-series.
Whiskey marathon, I think.
For now. We'll definitely come back to whiskeys and highballs in the future.
Yeah, we will try some more expensive whiskey brands, for sure, in the future.
So the whole point of this little mini-series was just to cover the affordable whiskeys you can find anywhere at any time in Japan.
They all have interesting histories.
Yeah,
actually. They do. Yeah. So they look inconspicuous on the shelf, like they're just some cheap alcohol.
Yeah.
But they're actually not. They do have history behind them.
Right. Just because they're cheap doesn't mean you should immediately blow them off.
Alright guys, thanks for watching the latest episode, and we will see you on the next video.
Please subscribe. Please leave a comment and let us know what you think. If you have any requests for the next episode or a future episode, let us know. We'll try to make it happen. Please click the little bell icon so you can be notified when we release a new video or when we go live for a live stream, which we do every week.
Take it easy. See you next time.
Peace.